Her beauty is both her power and her weakness. She cannot inherit, she has no money. Her marriage is arranged and her dowry her husband's. She's his property, and if she commits infidelity, she can be hanged. Now you're probably all thinking these are concepts inherent in Islam. They're actually not. They're all major themes in every episode of my favorite TV show, Reign. I'm going on season 3, and I'm wondering, when will Clarissa and Conde ever die? Islam, contrary to popular belief, actually rose at a time when women were completely oppressed and undervalued. It actually raised their status by giving them those rights so that they could own property and that they could have their own money. They were physicians, teachers, and they were an integral part of their society. But today, when I look around, a sense of deja vu envelops me because I don't see many women, or Muslim sisters for that matter, in many places or spaces. Specifically, I don't see them in leadership, in philanthropy, or in civic life. I mean, in general, there's a lack of presence of women of all backgrounds in all sectors of life. I mean, for example, even though women account for 50% of our population, only 20% hold seats in the Senate, 12% are mayors of our cities, and 4% are CEOs of businesses. We have never even elected a female president. So not only are Muslim women missing, like they're completely hidden and they're not even part of this narrative. They're lost or forgotten hidden from this history. Do you know in Minnesota alone there are about 40 to 50 different mosques and Islamic organizations? Over 90% of them are run by all male boards. There's 5 female board members. You're looking at one of them right now. Women enter through these side entrances hidden behind physical and yet emotional barriers. They can't see the speaker, they can't see the imam. They're basically discouraged to come to the mosque, and they don't feel a sense of belonging. They're disengaged. Another sector of life I don't see many women in is a civic life. I mean, they have a bare minimum right to vote, and yet I don't see women voting at the same level as men do. And for those who do vote, why do they stop just at voting? There's more to civic participation than just that vote. Now remember, I do have money. I mean, I work for a small nonprofit, so it's not a lot of money, but I am charitable and I am a donor. But I don't want to just relieve social problems. I actually want to find solutions to the root causes of those problems. Charitable, but philanthropic. So what can we do? How can I revive a sisterhood for empowerment, especially women, especially Muslim women? What can we do collectively to help these women rise? Let's build a movement. Let's create a platform. Let's connect locally, network, mentor, help these women understand what are these issues that they're facing, what changes do they want to see, and how can they be part of those changes. Let's use that platform to give rise to women leaders, especially those scholars and experts that have so much knowledge. Gone are the days of all these big conferences not dominated by male speakers and MCs. Let's help women get into more places and safe spaces to bring their scholarship. Let's train them, equip them, and give women the leaderships they need to rise. No one really understands what civic engagement is, so let's help break it down. Let's dissect it, redefine it, and then help Muslim women understand where they fit in. Let's create those paths. They can vote, volunteer, serve, run. They can make a difference. You know, in Islam, one of the basic tenets of belief is actually giving charity. So we have money. We're a financial influencer. So let's move from behind-the-scene donors to philanthropic frontrunners. And so a concept is born, which I intuitively called RISE. And many warned me of copyright infringement, brand confusion, and they said, come up with a new name. But for me, it's all about reviving the Islamic Sisterhood of empowerment. RISE will be that platform that connects the sisterhood. It develops leadership skills, opportunities, and brings purpose to civic life. And it connects in creating solutions as philanthropists. This is my daughter. She's 15. She's super sassy, and I'm not sure where she gets that from. She thinks she's invincible, and she's what drives me. Mostly crazy, but it's the reason why this work is so important to me. I have the power to make decisions that create sustainable, systemic change, impact thousands of people in my communities, and inspires others to lead. And I know if I, as a Muslim woman of color, can do it, I can take other women with me. So we're probably going to defy stereotypes, we're going to break barriers, and we're probably going to piss a lot of people off. But it will be worth it. And now is the time for women to lead and be that change they want to see. So will you help me rise?